Hey everyone, this is Clay the Carpenter Guida, and you're watching the World of MMA. Down here in Vegas, anticipating the much-awaited fight between Carlos Condit and Nick Diaz. It's going to be awesome, man. I'm just here. One of my teammates, a buddy I grew up with since I was little, Dan Stigen, is making his UFC debut. He's the first fight tomorrow, Saturday night. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Real good jiu-jitsu guy. He's got his hands full with a really good kickboxer, and I guess a Machado black belt, Japanese black belt. I don't really know what that is, but he's going to show him what Stigen black belt's all about. So make sure you guys tune in on Facebook or whatever that's going to be on the undercard. And then I'm also here, Carlos Condit, good friend of mine, one of my teammates. So the fight's going to be awesome. This is going to be one of the greatest fights, I think, in UFC history. It's going to be great. So here supporting, out here doing media stuff with the UFC, hanging out with the fans, mixing it up, and yeah, it's going to be in Vegas for a little while. Super Bowl weekend too, man. It's going to be awesome.
All right. We talked right before this interview saying that you haven't gone back to Jackson's gym to train or anything yet. But from your last fight against Ben Henderson, what can you take? What can you learn from that last fight?
Oh, fight with Ben was awesome. Wrestle. You know, he outpositioned me a little bit. He stopped a couple of my takedowns, which would have been key in my victory. Obviously, everyone knows my ground and pound, my ground game is always a threat. So he stopped a couple takedowns, and I was just a little bit too late. The one at the end of the third round or whatever just wasn't enough. So yeah, I'm always evolving, always working on different things, and I'm actually helping high school wrestling back in Chicago. I help assistant coach at Montini Catholic High School. Broncos are ranked #1 in the state right now in 2A. We just beat the 3A team, who's ranked first in the state, so we're top 20 in the country right now. State series is coming up. There's regionals this weekend, so always supporting Izzy Style, always supporting Montini Broncos, and just Illinois wrestling, high school wrestling all together. And kids program, my little nephew's 5. We just got him into wrestling, so always trying to build wrestlers, because it's unfortunately the college programs, they're losing their programs. It's sad to see, but yeah, I just want to see kids get out there and have fun at sports, whatever it is.
Working with the younger kids and building up wrestlers, what advice can you give to young athletes wanting to be MMA fighters?
Oh, it's obviously the fastest growing sport, not just what you see on TV, but there's local fights everywhere. There's always kids signing up. When I see kids now, I'm like, what do you play, baseball, you football, soccer? They're like, man, I do MMA. I'm like, yeah, little 5, 6-year-olds. It's pretty awesome. We didn't have that when I was young, So it's pretty cool to see that kids are doing different things now. And yeah, advice for little guys out there, little girls, get out there, find something that you have fun at. Find a good gym, that you're having a good time. It's not always about, who's the best in there. It's about who's having the most fun, and those usually are the people that have the most success. So just get out there and tell mom and dad you want to go try wrestling, you want to go try jiu-jitsu, you want to try kickboxing, something like that, and before you know it, you'll be doing MMA or just just having fun competing.
And we get one more thing. Can we get your predictions for the Diaz Condit fight, the Ben Henderson Frankie Edgar fight, and if I could get your Super Bowl pick?
Yeah, man, we'll start with the big fight Saturday night. Diaz or Condit, that's a tough one, man. I'm gonna go with my teammate, with Carlos Condit. I think it's his time. He's really putting in the work, and man, it's going to be a scrap. This is going to be, I think, one of the best fights in MMA history, and I'm glad to be part of it. They're glad to be there anyway. So I'm going to go with Carlos. Let's say third round TKO. Next, yeah, Frankie and Ben. Man, I take a big interest in that one. Obviously, I came up a little bit short against Ben Henderson. I think he has the ability to win. I think he has the athleticism to win. If he can keep it up against the fence and use his clinch, use his size to keep Frankie kind of slowed down and get some takedowns and keep his back clinched up against the fence, I think he'll win a decision. But if Frankie gets off and does his little jumping around in the middle of the ring, which he's the best at, he's hard to track down. His boxing is very good. His wrestling is second to none. I think if Ben can't track Frankie down, he's going to have a long night. And I'm going to take Frankie in a 5-round decision, close one though. And then, Super Bowl, I'm heading there. I'm just hoping for a good game. I think it'd be nice to see a changing of the guard. We've seen Tom Brady and the Patriots do their thing. They've won 3 Super Bowls with Tom. They've been in 4. So I'd like to see the Giants do it again, man. 5 years later, 07, yeah, 5 years later, I'd like to see the rematch. I'd like to see the G-Men Giants do it again. So, yeah, all the best to the fans out there, guys. If you're ever in Chicago, come check out my gym, Clay Guida's MMA Stop Fitness, near Chicago. It's in Crest Hill, Illinois. Check out the website, MMAStopFitness.com. Follow us on Twitter at Clay Guida. Follow us on Facebook, and enjoy the fights, guys.